Lord took the young woman.
The army's passed, then the pox, now the hunger. Having a lark. I sent my young'uns to pick mushrooms yesterday.
To the woods? No.
You know how it is. I've too many mouths to feed.
What kind of mother are you?
You're fit to rest now.
You've returned. What's become of my home?
It's safe now. Got some hard news too, though. Found your brother's corpse bricked up in a wall. And this.
So, Roderick, my husband, he killed him. Gods.
Sorry.
The truth can be cruel, but one can't turn back time. And perchance, did you find my chest with my treasures?
Yeah, pretty generous as rewards go.
You've earned every last bit.
Time I was on my way.
Gods guide you.
Trusty arms for all.
Show me your whip. Master quality weapons.
Who do you think I am?
A Tory.
The... Ice encased his armor, like winter.
That white one.
The rats, why did he need them?
Bloody rodents. Better to have stuffed them with a poison, or crushed them into a pulp with a shovel, but no.
Kira, what are you doing?
Geralt. You gave me quite a start.
But nay, the mage says, bring me rats and healthy ones. Not something the cat dragged in.
This the lamp from the elf's hideout? And what's this about rats?
Nothing important. I'll explain later. Now tell me, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Why do you want the lamp?
You just witnessed why.
Didn't know you were interested in that kind of...
There's nothing wrong with it. We traded for it. He needed powerful magic and sensed I was no common wart charmer. I brewed him a potion. To delay nervous tissue degeneration, stave off memory loss or some such.
Who do you want to use it on?
He didn't say.
So, bet you saw this question come.
I mean...
Mean the person...
Yes, that's wait...
Changing the sun. Bet the old witch who lived here left you...
She did indeed.
Very much so. Mentioned you wanted something from me.
I did, and still do. The Cursed Isle on Lake Windammer. You've heard of it, I'm sure. The local peasants mumble incessantly about it, about the wraiths that haunt it. They claim none who go there return.
How'd it come to be cursed?
That's what I don't know. I must break this spell, yet I've been unable to identify its source.
Gotta know something.
Scraps. The curse is somehow linked to the tower where Serard, the lord of these lands, took refuge when Nilfgaard invaded. Claims in the village are that peasants, desperate of hunger, sailed to Fyke Isle to beg for food. Met their end there. It was a massacre. So, will you please help me lift this curse? You're so good at these things.
Why are you so...
I'm not. The local peasantry is. The Isle, miss. You've got to...
Uh-huh. See, I thought you didn't...
I failed to lift the curse, and they could conclude I'm not so great. Not enough to...
What others think. You're
The point is, listen, I didn't flee to these wilds just to stupidly get caught because some
So the peasants who went to the island for food...
The villagers say he...
A real gentleman.
Well, I never met him. But he certainly...
A mage lived on the island? Did you...
We were friends. Sadly, he died that day as well. Very few survived. Yet even those who escaped the Isle soon suffered agonizing deaths. Strangely, they did...
All right, I'll help.
I knew you'd find it irresistible. Naturally, you'll need to sail to Kyle.
Fine. What then?
Well, the spirits who wander the Isle, you must establish a rapport with them. Don't know how, but they could point us in the direction of the curse's source.
Think they'll be willing to chat?
Of course, provided you take my magic lamp with you. I shall let you keep it afterwards in appreciation. You'll find it quite useful, I'm sure.
Can't you just come with me?
I tried to go to Kyle once. Thought my head would burst.
Nice of you to...
I experienced an acute nasal hemorrhage. You stand to... At Aretusa, they trained me to detect even the subtlest magic pulses.
Funny. Thought you'd go in for...
Take my boat. I left it on the lake shore near the village. Provided rot hasn't eaten it.
How's the lamp actually work? I mean, do I just rub it, or do I have to do something, magical?
You needn't even rub. Just place it where you find bones and hear whispers. I suppose I should warn you. It might not be the most pleasant experience.
Figured as much. Tell you all about it later. Maybe skip the drastic bits.
You'll need to do neither. I'll give you a Xenovox. It's a bauble that will let us speak over some distance. You will tell me what you see, and I shall...
Never heard of a Xeno...
It works just like a megascope, but think of it as a magic...
They hard to build?
Extremely. That's why they're so rare.
So no chance these Xenovoxes will catch on with every...
Not the slightest.
So where'd...
Found it in the mine along with the lamp. Thought it was part of the lamp at first.
Think it belonged to the elf...
Clearly. And
I need to know anything else.
No, that is all. Oh, go already. I can't wait to see what you discover on Kyle. Just be sure to come and see me afterwards. And... Geralt. Thank you. Gerald, can you hear me? How goes it? Where are you?
Almost there.
Splendid. I shall contact you again soon.
Wait, this Xenovox. Can I contact you with it, or is it one way?
One way only, I'm afraid. You'll have to trust my feminine intuition.
Your what?
My feminine intuition!
Wonderful.
Gerald? Are you on the Isle yet? Does the Xenovox work? Can you hear me?
Can't hear. It's broken already. Short-lived this magic.
What did you say? There's some interference. You must be very careful.
Wonder what led them here. Hunger or greed? Let's try Kira's lamp.
Millie, we gotta flee. Quick now. Millie! Millie, what's with ye?
I don't know. So what? Burning. Ah!
What? No. No, stay back.
Don't leave me!
Peasants didn't come here to ask nicely.
Place is full of rats. As many dead as alive. I think they're feeding on...
Look, Geralt, stop. You needn't be so detailed.
Blood. Many must have died here.
Where's that noble? Where's that noble?
Lying here, quiet as a mouse, head split open like a rotted pumpkin. More like a peasant now, sloshing around in his own blood and shite. Be nothing noble about him.
Too quick a death they gave him. Should have been made to suffer.
He's not the end of it. Sons can suffer for him, and the daughter. To the top!
Rich folk. Doubt I'll ever understand them. Keeping rats in cages like rabbits.
Let him out, maybe? Like to die of hunger if we leave him there.
I'd sooner burn the vermin. Releasing him's not like to bring no good. Imagine the harm they'd do if they swam back to the village.
Swam? Rats? How do you figure they'd do that?
You needn't fret for him. Clever little bastards. Clever than you.
They seem sluggish to you. Got the mange, maybe? Oh, that stench!
Don't start, Annabelle. Back to your craft. Always bending my ear about fool peasants. I'll not hear of them again. That simpleton turned your head, but one Graham hardly makes the rest courtly, one and all.
My lord, peasants. They're through the door in the tower.
You? Have you got to the laboratory at the top of the tower yet?
I'm at the top. Nothing here that looks like a laboratory.
Floor. More dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly. Pretty well equipped, too. Experimenting on humans. Never would have gotten away with it if the Conclave were still in charge.
Why did you leave? You claimed to love me. I'm cold. Why has no one come for me? I cannot leave this place. I see no way out. Who are you? Do you seek to hurt me as well?
Don't be afraid. I want to lift the curse that grips this island. Your turn to tell me who you are. The other ghosts, they couldn't see me.
I'm special. Always was. The rare beauty. My family and I, we hid in the Major's Tower to await the war's end, the end of hard times. It was not to be forever.
Mage who lived here.
Alexander? I hardly knew him. He spent most of his... They're all dead! Mountains of corpses, yet I stand here alone, all alone! They've all...
If I can lift the curse, you yourself... Tell me what happened here. Peasants sailed to the island to ask for food. Is that true?
No! They came to rob and kill. They thought us rich, believed we'd stowed ourselves... Yet we had little food as well. Too little. They slaughtered everyone. I heard my father cry out, but the mage told me not to reveal myself or let anyone in. He gave me a potion. If I was discovered, I was to drink it. He said everything would be all right.
What kind of potion was it?
I remember only that I feared to...
Didn't trust the mage?
In the village, they claimed he meddled in disease. Not curing it, but causing it. They said he lured rats into the tower, infected them with the Catriona. Only rumors, surely, but I was afraid. So horribly afraid. And then I heard him. My beloved Graham. He called to me. I opened the door.
Your beloved...
There were too many. Leave her be, he shouted. He grabbed it.
Did they hurt you?
They gripped my arms, tore at my dress. I managed to...
Poisoned? That how you died?
No, for I later awoke. I was alone, it was dark. Only there were rats.
Sleeping potion. Effects hadn't worn off yet. You were paralyzed.
They were everywhere. All over me like insects. My face, my hands. I felt them rip open my skin, then crawl into my stomach. They tore me up. Have I not suffered enough? Why?
Can you talk to the islands?
No, I'm alone here. You do not.
No. Used to dealing with ghosts. How can I...
A curse born of hatred binds me to this place. Only love's power can hope to lift it.
And your beloved, he dead too?
Graham? No, he lives. I would know if he died.
Maybe you could strip the curse of its power by forgiving him. You might cleanse... Your beloved.
No, a poor fisherman. My father. I miss him so. Each night I walk to the island shore to gaze upon the village.
Said before you can't...
Did I? You must have misheard.
I don't think so. As I see it, you're the curse's focus. The other ghosts on the island, my medallion started pulsating as soon as we...
I don't know what you mean, but you could be right. My fate is tied to the Isle, I feel that. Perhaps because I am heiress of...
It could be your blood ties to the land, the base of the curse, that is. If so, forgiving Graham, laying your resentment...
I loved him. Take my bones to him. He must bury them. This will be our farewell. Will you speak to him?
Really hope I can help. Need to look around first.
Whatever for? Not in the tower, but...
I'll come back for you.
Very well, but... When will this nightmare end?
Kept in there until the end. What a shitty way to die.
Alone. All have left me. Will you help me?
Fine. I'll talk to Graham. Where will I find...
He lives in the village on the lakeshore, yet... What if he's...
If he loved you, he'll remember.
He said he would always love me.
Gold! Piles of it! Oh, won't do the dead any good now, will it? Strange it's still here. The noble died a time ago. Who's that? Show yourself. Anyone there? Who are you? Heard of the Flyhead, you
Is
say?
it true? Your horse and women pay not humans every street.
Just leave me be.
I won't be as cocky once the Baron's man. Why have you been following me?
Just wondering what you want from him.
Me? Didn't want nothing. This is been locked in his hut since he came back from the Isle. Love's misery curdled. Oh!
I want to talk.
You're deaf, damn it! I told you. Who are you?
I'm a witcher.
What of it? Why should I care?
I've been to the island. I know what happened there.
What do you want of me?
Want to talk to you about Annabelle.
Annabelle? What can you know about her?
I met her. Talked to her.
Annabelle's dead. Drank poison.
Did you love her?
Oi. Something mad. Loved her so deep I believe we'd... Of course. It was not to her father's liking.
What happened on Fyke Isle?
'Twere Millie, Finch and Faulkner. They rallied the men, all roughs, to go to the Isle, take back what they knew I was known at the tower, that the Lord's servants would open the gate for me, since I...
They forced you to go with them?
No, I saw my chance in it, for Annabelle and me to flee. But it all spun in a chaos. 'Twas then she drank the poison. Mage must have gave it her. I ran out the tower, hollering that I wanted to die, cursing them all to hell. Don't force me to speak of it. No more, please.
Said you were hollering as you fled the tower.
I don't remember.
Might have cursed them. There's a powerful magic aura on Fyke Isle. Passions, evil intent, strong emotions of any kind can activate it.
She took the poison.
It wasn't poison. Mage wanted to protect her, make it look like she was dead. Convinced everyone.
But that means... Is she... You said you spoke to her?
Spoke to a ghost. By the time she awoke, tower was full of cold corpses. And rats. She was warm meat. Rats ate her alive.
You mean... She was alive the whole time? But... Can't be. She was cold all through like a...
It's not your fault. No guilt in not...
Gods, what have I done? I didn't notice she was alive. It might have...
If you'd stayed on the island, I doubt you'd have
I'd take death over leaving her to the... But there's naught I could...
Wrong on that count. Annabelle needs you. Her soul will only find peace if you help her.
But... What can I do? It's too late.
Bury her bones. Annabelle should be laid to rest by one who loved her. It's the only way to lift...
Those are... her bones?
Yes.
Give them here. And leave me be.
Winds howling. a pesta, and now she's free. A girl and plated flowers. Looks like a small shrine.
Geralt, just when I was starting...
Tell me more.
Never expected you'd take such an
More interested to know if you bonded.
Oh, we had little in common in that arena. Oh, Alexander was one of those anxious experimenters, forever short on sleep. The kind that thinks perfect happiness is an isolated tower and a full...
Fyke Isle's free of its curse.
And you withheld this news until now? Why? I gave you a Xenovox. But the curse, what was its source?
The dark spell clung to the spirit of Annabelle, the Lord's daughter. To free her and the Isle, Graham, her beloved, had to...
So it ended well.
I lifted the curse, so the island's clear. Annabelle's soul is free. Thing is, turned out she's a pesta. Graham's dead.
And you failed to notice? You're losing your touch. Be that as it may, Fyke Isle is free of its curse. That's important.
One thing...
What?
And you knew this?
I would have given anything for an opportunity to study his notes, but he...
The lamp. What do you want to do with it?
As I said, you may keep it. I don't believe I shall need it anymore, I actually regret not going there with you. Perhaps we can make up for that lost time now.
All right. Time I I was on my way.
Perhaps you'd stay just a bit longer? There's one small favor you might yet do for me.
What is it?
I put in an order for a few substances from Novigrad. The trader was due to be here yesterday, but could you see what happened? The pack...
Why not? If he was coming here from Novigrad, he I'll check the area.
Ask a service of the Witcher, the Pella must. A witcherly service, that's to say.
What do you need? Tell me.
A man who fears no evil the Pella needs. Forefathers' Eve is nigh. We've rites to conduct. Wandering souls to emerge. Damned souls, too. We've the circle to...
What'll I get out of it?
Witches do naught for free. This the Pella knows. Not to fear. How to reward one for their aid. This too the Pella...
Seems like you could use a...
You'd not refuse. The Pella knew. The time's come to gather them. Across the lake we must journey. To Fyke Isle. There in the circle of...
The sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight. That stench. Wonder what killed them. Doesn't look like the work of necrophages. I'll be back. I'll be back. Greetings.
Just in time. Good folk, behold the one who will protect us. You needn't fear. Soon shall we summon the wandering souls. Beyond all help some will be. From these you must evil creatures keep at bay. Keep.
Begin.
Keep us from harm, and let them not disturb. What is this life?
Well, you know.
Satan's torment, there we go.
What comes next once life subsides?
Man his own fate decides.
Soon will rise thy dead, thy buried.
Each will say by what they're harried.
Will ye grant these souls reprieve?
We're prepared to end their grief.
Let's begin Forefathers' Eve. Ye who wander on the gale, ever caught in this world's thrall, see this shine, gentle, pale. Ye we summon, ye we call.
Ye we call.
A sound that's right.
Spirit breaks the still of night.
Burn the incense ever higher.
Spirit joins the hell of fire.
Ye we summon, ye we call. Enter. Hark! A sound I hear. 'Tis right. A spirit breaks the still of night.
Burn the incense ever higher. Spirit, join us round the fire.
Spirit, speak. This time is yours. Tell us of your ghostly woes.
Who are you?
He knows.
Should I drive him away?
Nay.
I've come for you, patricide.
Begone, foul force! I cast upon you the light of the eternal fire! Abomination! Stop this at once!
The errant souls! We must help them!
Silence! I'll not tolerate necromancy.
Help me!
Leave now. You're disrupting the ritual.
This is black magic. These folk disturb the dead. We cannot allow it. We will not.
You don't know a thing about their customs.
Take him and disperse the others.
Good folk, leave not these grounds! Ye cannot break the circle! Tis an ill turn. Ill. Blood has stained the hallowed ground. Yet we cannot stop what has begun.
The bloodshed.
Tainted lies the circle now. They who thirst for the gore of men, God's willing, they will be few, and the Pellish.
If you want to continue.
Good folk, we must eat. Ye we summon, ye we
All is quiet.
Something whispers, something peeps.
All is quiet. All is quiet.
Wraiths! This sacred ground is with blood stained. We cannot. People, save yourselves! If your lives you value, run! Alas, all is lost.
Gotta be a peasant who told the witch hunters about the ritual. That spirit they drove away. Your father's ghost, right? Threatened to come back. Likely to keep his word.
Old man Ambrose, the pillar
That wraith called...
Aye.
If I'm gonna help you, I gotta...
The Peller does not wish to speak.
You can't hope to manage this alone. You're frayed. Listen, I'll send him off. I've got to. But I need to know where he's buried. Corpse probably hasn't...
Ambrose. Lies it?
Fine, I'll find... It's clearing up. Knickers surface here, dig their way out. Surface here. Dig their way out. Knickers surface here. Dig their way out. Knickers surface here. Dig their way out.
White Wolf. Been expecting ye. Come closer.
We know each other?
Not personal like, though I've seen ye many times. I've a gift. I see the future. Yours as well.
But not for free.
I don't ask much. If you...
Here.
Thank ye. A fine offering. Well worth a foretelling.
All right.
I see a white wolf. He enters an endless cavern. He sings a hymn of madness and despair, summoning that which is not dead, for it cannot die.
That's not the future. Lived through that, and you probably heard about it in some ballad.
My third eye grows foggier the older I become. But if you bought me some dragon's root...
Rare plant.
Rare indeed. But it did once grow in a cave southeast of here.
Fine. I'll see...
Vizima there to raise. Then, those cabins were on capital milestones.
Stop, please.
Dragon's root. Wonder if it can really help the old man see the future.
Cloggis seems unwell of late. She told me over for some rotten meat. Me? Where'd she get me? I don't know. But folks there, man's always
Oh, you're...
Got what you...
Thank... I see a wolf striving forward towards a solitary tower. He follows the swallow, yet the swallow does not heed the wolf's howls, soaring higher and higher, for it knows, as to others say, so shall it be. Look for the signs. The world will perish amidst ice and be reborn with the reborn of the elder blood of Henike.
Ithlinne's prophecy.
Leave me be.
Can't be in two places at once, can I? I'm busy, man.
Ain't no smithy here's village could use him. Look to me like a fierce-fisted fight.
I'm ready to fight.
One and all, the witcher will face Smithy. He'll pound his... Not bad. Might be champion yet. You've still Jonah to beat. Best of luck. Could use some hair of the hound.
Will you join the tournament? Eh? I'll warn you.
What are the rules?
We mostly you defeat you.
All right.
Feast your eyes on an epic...
Not too late to surrender.
Drifters defeated Jonah! Could this be a new champion? If you want to be champion, go to Crow's Purge and ask for the sergeant. And try your strength in Novigrad. The fight there...
Wide, heavy wheels. A merchant's wagon. Yeah, merchant traveling across Velen alone. No way that was gonna end well. Leftovers, cuts of meat, cataplepis. Wonder what spell requires that. Package still intact. Don't sense anything magic though. Wonder how Kirill'll explain this one.
Geralt and Yennefer were reunited, but something even more important happened in Vizima. Geralt learned that Cirilla, his one-time ward, had returned from afar, and she was in danger. He was to find her, at the Emperor's command and Yennefer's behest.
Is it true?
Go on and I fail.
Show me what you're peddling. So long.
Go on, Kazir!
Ah!
Make way.
Barbarians.
Wounded and tired, Ciri collapsed in the swamp. Some peasants found her and took her to the Baron, Velen's self-appointed ruler. The warlord took the young woman in, had her nursed back to health, then sent her on her way to Novigrad.
Just when I was starting.
Got those, substance...
Splendid. I can finally begin my study of double arboreal racination patterns, but...
Brew yourself a mug of mulled wine? Saw what the wagon was carrying. Exquisite meats, expensive wines, Zerrikanian spices. Care to tell me what you're up to?
I would rather show you.
Color me intrigued.
Then shoo, outside.
Gonna slip into something more comfortable?
Later. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Well, go on, out. You've been patient, thank you. It's almost ready.
Huh? If I wanted to see white mice, I'd just...
Note that I said almost.
Became then hateful.
Third mouse. What happened to it?
The spell has a 66.67% chance of success. I always use one more than I need.
So where did... Kira, can I explain what's going on here?
Know the fairy tale about Cinderella?
Mm-hmm. True story it's based on, too. A Zoogle cropped up in a palace pond and ate Princess Cinderella whole. Left behind one slipper, so...
I beg you, not another word about Zoogles. Now, to return to the fairy tale. I'd like to escape these ghastly swamps for one magical night. I don't need a fairy godmother, I'll cut, but I could use a Prince Charming. It just so happens you're the only decent candidate in all Velen. So, what do you say to a moonlight ride on horseback? And dinner?
I'm a witcher, not a gigolo.
Don't flatter yourself. I don't want to shag you in the bushes, but to share a pleasant evening. But if no, then no.
You're gonna have to conjure up your prince, too. Heard frogs are great for that.
You heard wrong. It's princes who get turned into frogs. It could happen to a witcher just as easily, so get out of my...
Come on now. Run, Roach.
Wounded and tired, Ciri collapsed in the swamp. Some peasants found her and took her to the Baron, Velen's self-appointed ruler. The warlord took the young woman in, had her nursed back to health, then sent her on her way to Novigrad.
We're catching snakes!